That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. Now Marshall. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on second down. Barker, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go! Ohio!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. In the red zone this time.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Flex round! Flex round! Back!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So now it's first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out in the pistol. And that'll set them back 5. McCaffrey, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. This is Marshall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down following the run. The ball's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Flex round.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Adam Humphries deep for Tampa Bay. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, good move. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Throwing on first down. Parker. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio.
And here's Marshall. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down. Parker. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. In motion right is Evans. On the ground with a tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parker. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Gets around him. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing to start the drive. Barker. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, the offense lining up first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the big tight end shifting around. And now he'll tuck it and run. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go! What? Ohio! 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 Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Ohio!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Looking to throw. Barker. And some space here. The 13 yards that time at a first. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Evans comes in motion right. To throw on second down. Barker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Barker flushed out right. He's got Evans. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Barker, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, Barker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Barker. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. What?
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to throw. Parker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Parker. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it at the 37. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the play clock's running down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go. One, nine. One, nine. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a carry for Blunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Butker able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. get the football. That's their mantra.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go. Flex round.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. First and 15 here behind the chains.
Ohio. Flex round. Let's go.
Here's Blunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.